The one thing you need the most in relationships, based on your zodiac sign. Romantic relationships are weird. I get it. There's no special formula that will tell you whether your partner is the best one for you, and there's nothing out there that can answer the pressing question, what do they actually need to feel loved? However, there are things that can point you in the right direction, and your or your partner's zodiac sign can hold clues over what's needed most to make the relationship work. So, if you haven't considered these yet, you might want to take a look and see if any of these resonate with you or your relationship. Starting with Aries. They need challenge. Aries are adventurous and always on the run to prove that they are, indeed, the best in everything they do. While this has much to do with their egos, it's often more than that. Their need to prove themselves is something unconscious, something they can't dial up or down at will. Thus, the thing that Aries needs most in a relationship is challenge. They need opportunities to compete, be it with their partner or someone else. These challenges can be anything, from eating contests and races to the top of the mountain, to planning dates or proving that they're better than your ex. Do with this information as you will. Next, Taurus. They need security. Anyone with a Taurus ex will be able to tell you that their biggest flaw was their jealousy. Taurus is a very loyal, slow-paced sign. When they devote themselves to someone, they do it with all of their being, and they're after nothing else than a long-term, fulfilling relationship. Of course, this means that they need their partner to reassure them and make sure they won't make them jealous for any reason. Security in this relationship can also be achieved with routines, such as a rule to always have a date night on Friday nights, or small gestures that will remind them that you two are in this together until the end. Next up, Gemini. They need communication. Communication is key in a relationship, and I know I'm not reinventing the wheel here. But with Gemini, this crucial part of every relationship is even more important. I don't know how that works, but there it is. Trust me. For Gemini to feel great in a relationship, they need to talk about everything under the sun. Their partner should listen to them and engage in conversation, but they should also provide interesting and valuable insight into their stories. As long as Gemini and their lover can talk endlessly for hours on the couch, they won't see any reason to complain. Next is Cancer. They need care. Cancers are masters of ignoring their own needs to make sure everyone else feels good. It also helps that they're really sociable and friendly, but that can turn exhausting for them pretty quickly. In a relationship, they need someone who understands why they do what they do and waits for them in a comfy, lovely home with a home-cooked meal, ready to listen to them vent about their issues for a change. Now we come to Leo. They need loyalty. Leos are highly protective of their friends, and don't even get me started on their romantic relationships. When they're in a couple, they need complete, unwavering loyalty. You'd say, yes, of course, no one wants to be cheated on, but that's only one side of the coin. Loyalty for Leo means a lot more than a lack of flirts. They need a ride-or-die companion who will stand behind them no matter what. Are they having a fight with someone and they're wrong? You need to stand behind them and tell them they were wrong afterwards when it's just the two of you. Yep, it's childish, but blame the stars. Virgo. They need morals. Virgos are most concerned with doing the right thing, but it's a pretty fine line between what's right for them and what's right for everyone else. For Virgo to feel loved and fulfilled in a relationship, they need to know that you're both focused on the higher good. Above everything, Virgo needs to feel useful, so if you can include them in your decisions, they will be over the moon. And don't get too mad when they criticize you. They can't help it, and they don't mean harm. Next up, Libra. They need harmony. For Libra to feel great in a relationship, a sense of balance must be achieved. They need to feel that you are the person, the one they can rely on in any circumstance. This means that you need to be just as sociable and friendly as they are, strive for fairness in everything, but mostly in everything that concerns them, and try to keep conflict at a minimum. They won't make it easy for you, but that sounds more of a you problem. Good luck with that, though. Next is Scorpio. They need intensity. When I try to imagine the best relationship for Scorpio, the first things that come to mind are those blood vial necklaces that were popular on TikTok for a while. Scorpios love intensely, almost to the point of obsession, and they obviously expect the same thing from their partner. For a relationship to feel right for them, they need to be completely consumed by their partner and know that the love between them is overpoweringly, childishly intense. So if you were thinking of making your Scorpio lover jealous to catch their reaction, I would advise against it. Or at least get some insurance that covers arson for your house. Now we come to Sagittarius. They need freedom. A Sagittarius will always want to roam free, and there's probably nothing they like more than challenging the status quo. They are, indeed, looking for higher meanings, spirituality, and freedom from the shackles of existence. But since they're only human, this usually manifests in wild parties and flirting with everyone they lay eyes on. If you want to keep the centaur for yourself, you'll need to allow them the kind of freedom that could make other people think you don't really care at all. Trust me on this. Capricorn. They need seriousness. Capricorns don't take relationships lightly, so their partners need to share their views. When in a relationship with these natives, you need to clean up your act, go after what you want, and don't let emotions cloud your judgment. They want a loyal, reliable partner who will stick with them for years to come, through thick and thin. They also want to control them, but that's a whole other discussion. Next up, Aquarius. They need progress. A relationship with an Aquarius will usually start out as a friendship. There are many ways to ensure your Aquarius is still into you in your relationship, namely acting as stupidly as you can while also letting everyone know you're super bright. But to keep this relationship running over the long term, you two will need to team up and start doing some stuff together for the benefit of humanity. As long as you can meet up after hours and decide you've had a good day helping others together, there's probably nothing else that could stand in your way. And lastly, Pisces. They need dreams. Dreams may not be the best word for Pisces, but it's a lot more comprehensive than romance. Pisces are usually very artistic, spiritual, and in touch with their intuition. For a relationship to feel good for a Pisces native, their intuition needs to tell them it's the right thing. They need complete, gentle romance and a bond that feels fated. This romantic, dreamy atmosphere can be nurtured through sappy sticky notes on the bathroom mirror, and love letters, stargazing, and an overall vibe of Romeo and Juliet. Yes, I know that ends pretty badly. They're just looking to suffer very deeply. Thank you for watching the video.